talk about the Scrum values. Let's think about focus. Why is focus included and how does it help? Like, where did these values come from? The first mention of them was in Ken Schwaber and Mike Beadle's book, which was the first actual reference book about Scrum way back when, so late 90s. Focus is in there to help get to done. Now, just remember that the whole point of Scrum is to get stuff done so that we can get feedback, so that we can learn. Focus is a wonderful tool. That hyper-focus allows you to solve a complex problem, to get your brain into the space of flow. That's one aspect of it. It also requires us to think and have a discussion about explicitly what are we focusing on? What are you looking at? Have you ever done that thing? It's a hilarious game. It's really good in cities where there's lots of tourists. What you do is you just stand on a pavement and look at a corner of a building. Just wait. Pretty soon you're going to have a crowd of 20 people around you. And then you turn around, smile, and go, what's everyone looking at? People are funny, right? We're curious by nature. So what we need to do is harness that curiosity by having a focus on a product goal, focusing on our sprint goal, focusing on the Scrum values, focusing on the Scrum framework. Every single time box in Scrum is there to help to drive the focus. And you probably do it in the gym or when you exercise or when you do anything. If you go at it hard enough, you need a break. And that's why Scrum uses time boxes to focus so that we can get in, get it done, achieve the intent of that event, and then move on. There is also the focus on humanity. The whole intent of the Scrum framework is to get people to work together to deliver something that is useful or usable. And we won't know that until we release it, until we give it to our consumer. So focusing on done enables the feedback loop. Now, overplaying a value can often cause a lot of friction. And I've seen focus overplayed and the Scrum framework misused by teams to upset people. So if you are focused on something and a stakeholder comes up and asks you a question, you go, I'm working now, I'm in this, leave me alone. You need to be careful of that. These 5 Scrum values, the force, focus, openness, respect, courage, and commitment, interlock with each other, and they need to be balanced. Too much of one will disturb the other. And so we build it up within our team, within our organization. Too much focus means we're not paying attention broadly enough. If we're just thinking about our specialty and not listening to the diverse opinions of the other people in our team, that can prevent us from finding the optimal solution or the next best or the next better step. If we're so focused on finding a solution, we'll grab at the first idea that comes to our mind. It might not be the optimal one. And this is what innovation is all about. It's generating a garbage pile of ideas. You might generate 100 ideas. Now, in there is a good one. But if we stopped at the first one, we'd never get the great one. And so the balance of focus to allow us to finish complete tasks whilst being aware of our context and environment, the people that we serve, and the wider diversity of what we're trying to do can help us get there. So what does it look like? What does it feel like when we're focused? Well, it means we're punctual. It means we respect each other's time. We'll be prompt to our daily Scrum. We'll be engaged in events so that we're not wasting other people's time and repeating ourselves and running around the hamster wheel. You know, that horrible thing where somebody turns up 5 minutes late and you've got to recap the meeting. You know, if you do that enough, you just waste all your meeting time. It will also enable us, if we use the Scrum framework correctly, to get the majority of our working day in delivery mode. And that focus means it's okay not to answer an email immediately. It's okay to leave a Teams message or a Slack message or a whatever tool you're using. You know, you don't have to respond to a chat prompt directly. That's the point. You know, that They're asynchronous for a reason. So you turn it all off, get some work done, come up for air, have a look at it. And this is the balancing point between helping other people in your team and you getting your stuff done. So when we focus, we enable our team and ourselves to deliver a done increment so that we can focus on customer value. How are you using focus in your day-to-day work?